Sagittarius, hey, April reading for you. Welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Adrian H. For those of you returning, welcome back. Alright, so this is for April 2020, general reading. Take it as it resonates. Remember, I am reading for collective. If you want to have a personal reading, you can always check down below. My email address is down below and we focus on your own personal energy. Okay, so we're looking for April 2020. I'm going to draw you 3 oracle cards. I'm going to do your tarot, your current energy, where you're coming from, where you are going, what the universe would like you to know. We're going to clarify that and we're going to end off with a direct message from the universe for you as well. So quite a nice jam-packed reading for you. Get you lots of info as you go forward into April. All right. First card coming out for you, Sagittarius. This is such a powerful reminder for you. It reminds you of the importance to have fun. It says joy. Message there from the angels. And it says joy, which to me is also sort of like love because it's honoring yourself within the moment. It says joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at the highest possible levels. All right. To me, that says that there's a lot of wonderful things that are available for you in the month of April, but you got to align yourself with that. And the way to align yourself with that is to sort of steer clear of the overthinking, which I feel for some of you, it might almost be almost overbearing in a way. Like, you might even be at a point where you're really overwhelming yourself, giving yourself some anxiety over there. So find some moments to have joy. And even if things are not going as wonderful in your life as you'd like them to go, like watch some hilarious comedy or something like that, just to find a way to really elevate your energy. Okay. From the Oracle of the 7 Energies, they're saying to you, it is what it is. And it is what it is. It is such a powerful, 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 powerful realization that this is how life is at the moment. And when you can even come from that point where you can accept that however life is, that you created this moment from from the past, whatever your beliefs and your everything was in the past. Knowing that this is how it is at the moment, this is how the world is at the moment, this is how life is at the moment, but it also doesn't have to stay that way. That is a beautiful sense of surrender, that change is, is basically, looming and lurking for you, and it's available for you, and your life can, be experienced in a different way if you can simply accept how it is right now. And when you can accept how it is right now without any form of judgment, that is how you can move forward in such a profound way. All right, let's just see what we've got for you from the Keepers of the Light before we do your tarot. What do you want Sagittarius to please know right now and for April going forward? Let's take, this one is to begin. Which card is this? Saint Germain, karma releasing, leaving the past behind. You're going to a new powerful phase of life. It's about leaving the past behind, It says karma releasing, move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. So once again, with that, accepting that it is what it is and being encouraged to, sort of find a moment of joy and peace and stuff like that. So instead of thinking too much about it, just finding a way to sort of find a moment of lightness within yourself or around you. That is also a wonderful way of accepting that things are the way that they are. So you may not like everything the way they're flowing at the moment, but it also doesn't mean that there's no reason for you to actually just find a moment of happiness and joy and truth within the moment right now, where you can, I feel for some of you, it's like you need to spend some time on your own, all right? Even if you're in a crowd, putting on the music and going like, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a card falling for you to the floor. Let's just pick it up and see what it is. Some of you haven't been in your best space. You haven't actually been in your energy, and the simple reason for that is that you haven't really sort of been in the flow of yourself. Overall energy for you at the moment, 9 of Pentacles. So for those of you, this is for letting you know now, moving into April. So those of you that are concerned about money and, resources and the things that you need to move forward into this world, there's sort of like a lot of universal sort of gears that are shifting for you to get things to flow in the direction that you might like them to go, especially pertaining to money. Money, job, You know, those sort of earthly things that we need in order to live a successful life. You know, home, car, food. Okay. Maybe for some reason I feel that some of you want a new bed. Like maybe you're not happy with your bed, you want a new bed, or I don't know, take it as it resonates, but there's a sense of a new bed, like a more sturdy, larger sort of bed, you know. So maybe you got a bed that's noisy or that's not that comfortable or whatever it may be. That in itself is getting resolved for you as well. So in your recent past, we've got the High Priestess. That is a card that fell to the floor in reverse, the King of Swords, and the Tower. For me, when a card falls to the floor, it's like one of those messages that really says pay attention. And with the High Priestess, usually, I'm just going to show it to you in the upright position. With the High Priestess, it speaks about your the power that you have, the unlimited power that you have and can unlock, with that curtain sort of there in the back there with the pomegranates. When you kind of bring that down, it speaks of the unlimited power and the beautiful sort of manifestation that you can call forth into your own life when you live in a harmonious flow, you know. So all of us have got divine male and divine feminine energy, so it doesn't really matter whether you know, it's not gender specific, so to speak. Or if maybe like yin and yang is something that sort of, you know, sits with you more comfortably. But what it really speaks about is the beauty of life that is available to you, you know, when you've got that flow, you know, with the heart and with the mind. So not just the mind or just the heart, you know, but all of it. Because sometimes when we're just in the heart, we're very in our emotions. And if we don't have a stable sort of relationship with the emotions, then it can take us into a lot of fear, you know, because it's one thing to live in your emotions, but the question is, which emotions are you living in, and are you having a balanced relationship with your emotions? Because if you don't, it flops like a cake where you open the oven, you got some air, like, you know. I remember that because my mother was a baker, or my mother is a baker. She's always been a baker, incredible baker, in fact. And you know, me as a child being very curious sometimes, I'll be like, Mommy, is the cake done yet? And I'll open the oven and it goes like, you know. Needless to say, I got a lot of hidings as a child. I was very naughty and very inquisitive, and yeah, yeah, I still am. But you know what? That's actually what makes you a good tarot reader. It's the curiosity. Because you, and I think that's also why, for example, spiritual regression hypnosis, which I practice both inline and, you know, online and in person, it is about that curiosity, about wanting to know, because I learned so much about the universe. And I think that is what makes me good at those things, and even astrology and numerology, because I like to know things. I'm curious about it, you know. Where a lot of people go like, oh, these concepts are too vast and I'm not getting them. I'm like, oh, this is fascinating, you know. So we've got the High Priestess in reverse, the King of Swords, and the Tower in your recent past. What brought you to where you currently are? In your current energy, you've got the Strength card, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Swords. We're going to speak about that. And then coming towards you in April, this is very nice actually. You've got the Emperor, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, and you've got the Five of Swords. So just, we spend a little bit more time there on that recent past than, you know, than I might have done with all the other signs, but that's fine. Because I feel that you realize that your world was sort of completely turned upside down, you know. So you felt anything but in your power, but in your flow. And I feel that you took a very brave decision there to sort of make a change in your life. You really took that decision there. And so with the Tower, then in your recent past, things began to change. And you might not have liked everything the way that it changed, but it's a really wonderful, profound stage of transformation there in the recent past for you. So whatever you did, whether it was some sort of modality or, you know, just working on, you know, I don't know, journaling or something like that. And actually, now that I think about it, recently, a lot of the clients that I actually had for spiritual regression hypnosis sessions, you know, which is about speaking to your subconscious mind and about what is not working and changing that, has actually, a lot of them has actually been from the Sagittarius family, you know, because I love astrology and I'd like to know, and I want to know what's happening in your path. And even in my own life, because my rising is in Sagittarius, and there's a lot of changes that I really had to implement within my own life as well, where I realized that some of the thought patterns and the beliefs and the values that I maintained in my own life was sort of outdated, and that has actually been a bit of a challenge. Quite a challenge, in fact, but I'm through it. A wonderful thing that I actually like to recommend to you when you really struggle, which is something that I did, and it really worked. I wrote a letter to Source of All, to the universe, to God, to the Creator, that I call Source of All, and I said, this is how I feel. These are my feelings, putting it down on paper. And I'd really appreciate some help and assistance with that. And I'd appreciate help with that. And, I'm really struggling over here. Can you please help me with this? Can you please help me with that? Because we all have those things in our lives. And it really, I went to bed, I didn't feel all chirpy yet. But when I woke up the following morning, I got a lot of clarity in my mind. Because when you write something down, it's almost like writing a letter to your subconscious mind as well. And it will start working on implementing changes that will serve you beneficially. All right. In your current energy there with the Strength card, the Nine of Wands and the Two of Swords, now is really a time for, I almost want to call it like your inner detox, like your spiritual detox at this particular point in time. This is really a time to, in a loving, kind way, and with the goal to heal what isn't serving you positively, to look at those dark sides, to look at those shadow sides of you where you currently are, Sagittarius, because there are sort of mind patterns and thoughts and beliefs within your sort of belief system about yourself that is not serving you in the most positive way. And also, from the time that sort of like a baby, from the time that you have consciousness, so you're still inside your mother's womb, until you're about 6.5, 7 years old, you just absorb everything that is coming your way. And you accept a lot of truth about it. And sometimes in life, we've got challenges with sort of relationships, and this is scratching me, I don't know why, with relationships or money or jobs or stuff like that. And it actually comes from those beliefs, and it's time to really let a lot of those go. So even just, as you're in meditation or just in quiet speaking to the universe, I like it when I touch a tree. I'm a tree hugger, and I've got a lot of plants, as you can see. I love plants. And speaking to it and really, visualize and speaking to that consciousness of life, because the same consciousness of life that runs through you and me is the same consciousness that runs through plants as well. And you're really just speaking like, I'm willing to release all of that which I know and that I don't know. So what I consciously am aware of and what I'm not consciously aware of. There is a lot of emotional healing taking place for you at the moment, and you sort of may feel very much at a crossroads at this particular point in time, but this is one of those crossroads because you're going forward, you've moved, you've changed, that the previous choices that you had will not be viable for you anymore, and so you might sort of feel stuck, but it's stuck from a point of having expanded, so you're sort of moving into this new kind of upgraded version of yourself, where you've taken that next step. So coming towards you in April, I love this. You've got the Emperor card. I have to show you these cards. They are just so amazing. You've got the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Really stepping into your power, into the truth of who you are. Now, there has been a lot of craziness happening in the world, obviously, lately. And it's a lot of us, we didn't quite know who we are. We didn't quite know what's true for us and what's not true for us. So you may have sort of felt like a, like a sort of, like, I don't know, like a leaf sort of, just floating on the whole surface of the entire ocean. But now I feel that you're coming towards you in April, you're really finding that stability within yourself. And when you find the stability within yourself, you also find the stability within your experience of life. So definitely finding stability. I see incredible financial, and it seems like for all the signs really, for overall humanity, there is a sense of stability that's coming about. A lot of your dreams that you have about family, about work, about money, stability, how you'd like to live your life, a lot of those things are coming to pass for you. And there's a lot of I think things that you needed to take care of that you don't have to take care of anymore going forward. Okay, let's clarify. I feel that this Nine of Cups is this Nine of Pentacles, my apologies, the overall energy of your reading. I feel that's very straightforward, so I'm not going to draw a card for that. There's just wonderful abundance and things are coming your way. Let's maybe draw one card. The Tower. So yeah, the sense of lack and the sense of limitation that you might have been having. Also remember that the Tower was also in your recent past, which brought you to where you are. So there is still an ongoing period of healing, sort of like an ongoing period of like finding your balance again. That's still taking place for you at this particular point in time. but this is with the intention of moving forward positively. Okay, let's just look at the Tower since it now came out twice. Okay, there's 4 cards, it's all fine. Sorry. We got the 2 of Cups and the Magician, and then we also have the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Swords. And even though the 4 of Swords is laying underneath the Ace of Cups, I saw the Ace of Cups first. Okay. For those of you that are looking for love, and for, you know, it doesn't only have to be romantic love, but sort of like a coming together of hearts. That is really happening, and you may have sort of felt at a loss as to how to, so you know what you want to have, you know, emotionally, but you may not have had that sort of clarity as to how it is that you can find that, you know. And I feel that you started to find that answer already, reaching out for great power, and you may have some declarations of love that are actually coming your way here, or just a realization where you actually realize who is the actual person for you, you know. So I feel that there is some sort of divine intervention where you just realize, like, it's almost like you kind of flunked and you go like, oh wow, that's the one for me, you know, that's my person. And it's sort of like you're just kind of seeing it clearly, you're just getting that realization. So they might be doing something or maybe not doing something. I'm obviously reading for a collective here, and if you know, of course, if you want to focus on your specific energy, you can always order a personal reading. My email address is down below in the description. But in the overall energy, there is a realization coming through. You're sort of like a, even more than an epiphany, it's more like a, like life is giving you a clear answer to a question you may not even have been aware of that you were asking. Okay, especially when it comes to sort of like your connection with others, those sort of emotions. In your current energy, you've got the Strength card, and look at this, how awesome is this? Sagittarius, this is one awesome reading. You've got a double Strength card there. So you're really very strongly encouraged to do that deep inner work, because as you do, your own heart becomes more available, and this new sort of beginning that you are sensing within yourself, where you know that you are heading, that you sort of know that is there, that is how you align yourself with that. Okay, let's look at this 9 of Wands. In your current energy, you've got the Hangman, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. There are good things coming here. There's a new start for some of you that are, you know, that are maybe in business. You might have some new clients. You might actually start a new actual business, but there's also a lot of emotional home front stability that's stepping in here for you as well. So really, your relationships overall in this reading, the one thing that's sort of like a theme running through your whole reading is that the relationship that you have, or relationships that you have with the other people in your life, that is beautifully balancing out. It could also be that you are energetically, I feel, becoming ready and being sort of almost like the instigating energy to get others also ready to sort of like move more on your own, you know. So if maybe you're not 100%, I won't say unhappy where you are, but it's about a change beginning to take place, a separation. Okay, let's look at the 2 of Swords. In your current energy, you've got the Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. Yeah, so emotionally you are ready for change. Emotionally you are ready to give your heart. I feel that you actually decided that you're really ready to give your heart, and it may have you a little bit that you wonder, okay, I'm ready, but how do I actually go about doing that? So there is those sort of questions, which brings us to your energy in April, what's coming towards you. With the questions that you have, I really find that you are finding within yourself the strength that, you know, for sometimes maybe from a point of consideration and all those type of things, you may have been looking outside for solutions, but now you're finding that you are actually the solution. Whatever this is, you're the best person for this job. You've got the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. So yeah, a lot of it's almost like you're recognizing a lot of emotional experiences that you may have had, you know. So once again, maybe overthinking, a lot of thoughts in the mind, overwhelmed, anxiety, all those type of things. Moving through that and really sort of moving into that next step for you, which does actually mean stepping away from a certain way of being, and even maybe having to release some people from your life. Okay. Looking at the 10 of Pentacles for your energy for April, you got the Page of Cups, you got the Temperance, and you got the 4 of Wands. There might be some very sudden sort of, for some of you, marriages, engagements. I really feel you going forth and you're saying, it's like really saying, you know, this is how I feel about you. This is how I feel about a situation. It's you really realizing that if you want to have or experience what you want to sort of experience emotionally, you have to step forward and speak up for it. You have to claim it for yourself. And I feel that you're doing that, really taking, you know, matters in your own very capable hands. And there is marriages for some of you here. 5 of Swords, final card for what's coming for you in April. You got the Fool, so it's a brand new beginning. The Fool, the King of Wands. Oh my good. Oh, I almost like, wow. You know, I'm trying not to swear in my videos, but I mean, when I see energy like this, it just sort of, you know, kind of bowls me over. Like, I mean, come on. New beginnings, beautiful new beginnings, emotional stability, and financial breakthrough. So, whoa, new beginnings, emotional stability, really getting clarity on matters like that, and financial breakthroughs, powerful financial breakthroughs for you happening in April, my beautiful Sagittarius. And if you'd like to claim that for yourself, if that's a pattern that you'd like to live, take a nice deep breath and accept it for yourself within your heart. Okay? Let's see what we've got for you from a direct message from the universe. Also, I really appreciate you liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing in the video. Let's see. Remember to hit that notification bell. Bit of confusion going on here. Overall energy. Maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed. Not so much by a lack of choice, but more by, you know, what do I actually choose? Oi! Whoa. You got the Sun, you got the King of Swords, and you got the Page of Pentacles. Beautiful energy there, beautiful abundance, beautiful flow, beautiful breakthroughs. Wow, high vibrational energy that gives you more options, wisdom coming through. Financial breakthroughs again, wonderful ideas for how you can make more money, how you can be more stable. Maybe wonderful sort of suggestions coming to you. People's like, hey, you are who we've been looking for. So a lot of positivity coming there for you in the month of April, which is so exciting. See you next time. Bye.